Yes, I do think we actually found a boat. This thing is actually part of a complete boat which is just sunk here. What you see here is actually a aircraft tire. This looks easy, but I can tell you it is not. It is actually very, very difficult sometimes. But we first can grab it. I think we can actually get hold of it. Yeah. Woohoo! Look at that. That looks very much to be German here type. Holy moly. Oh my goodness, that is what it's all about. Look at that thing there. This is amazing, and this is the result of that support. We go out, we research, we travel, we find locations. There's no copy pasting what we do. This is an aircraft that no one has seen since it crashed. That is absolutely spectacular. It's pulling. It comes loose. Holy cow, we got it. Some of these are actually Kriegsmarine, German Navy cups. I haven't got a clue what this one is. Did you know that there's about 1,000 times more things to discover in the deeps of the oceans, the rivers, the lakes than there is on land? That is pretty exciting, isn't it? Well, that's what it's going to be all about today. Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the World War II time frame. Yes, as you can see, I've been doing underwater explorers for quite some time now. Being a former sonar operator on a submarine, it's been always my fascination of what is out there, because we couldn't see outside from a submarine, and now we can actually go down into the deep, and we have proven that so many times with some of the gear that we have showed you earlier in multiple World War II explorers, and I'm very, very proud and honored to be able to do that, just to be able to go down and share these great moments. Now it's about time we kind of moved on, and we are going to start working with some incredible gear here. We have worked with the QYSea for a very long time. They let us play around with their stuff, and this time we're going to start working with the Expert, which is a refined and highly modified version of the V6S that you've seen we use for so many times. And today I want you to take part in the little opening here, and we're going to actually explore a little German World War II submarine harbor as well. But I just wanted to see what this is all about, and basically how is it to go down there and what do you need to go down there. Well, first of all, you need to be able to have something to dive down with, and that is what you see here. That is specifically this gear here, and this time, as I said, QYSea has made this incredible ROV. It's a Omni directional. It means it can actually move in all kinds of directions. It has 6 thrusters, and let me bring it out and show you a little bit more of the details. When I first started working with the underwater ROVs, I had the opportunity to try out different kind of brands, but they all failed, to be honest. But this is about the most exciting thing you can ever have and get your hands on, at least in my opinion, because QYSea has proven that the Fifish series actually works and it works over and over and over again. If you want to, I'll put some links in the video description. You can see several of the explorers that we've done, and some of them are pretty exciting. But as I said, this is an omnidirectional ROV. It's got 6 thrusters that decides which kind of stanchion and travel, all of that thing. It decides where you can actually put that in the deep. It has a very powerful 4K camera. I haven't even actually taken that off yet, so I'm going to do that with you. Boom! Has a 4K camera, many different setups for different kind of resolutions, especially in the 1080. They've got lots of frames per second alternatives, so it's absolutely incredible, and it takes 12 megapixels photos, if I'm not too mistaken. Has some very powerful LEDs which are much better and brighter than the V6 and V6S series. It also has something really cool. It has a direct port where you can put the SD card, take it in and out very quickly, and in that way you don't have to spend a lot of time when you're out there trying to figure out what did you record, and that is going to be a game changer. It's going to help us out doing the work so much faster. And it has this new port where you can actually put all the different gears, different kind of accessories that you can actually mount to the ROV itself, and I'm going to refer to it as the ROV because that's basically what it is. What I like about the Fifish series is they have different kind of accessories. Today we're going to actually use a grabber arm. We're going to assemble that. But there are other things here. First of all, this incredible strong casing is just amazing. That will really help out when you transport this thing around. That is an extra plus, I think. You have the possibility to put your phone in here and you can actually navigate and use all the controls by the mask. You have a controller here. We're going to use a huge pad that we're going to have a sunscreen on. This is the 200 meter tether. This is the 200 meter tether version, chargers, all of that. But first I need to assemble the grabber onto the ROV, and then I'm going to put on something which is actually very important. Give me a second, I'll show you. These are thruster protectors so that you don't get seaweeds or lines and stuff inside the thrusters, and that is what I like with the QYSea team here. They are so meticulous. They have details like little tools opening and shutting, the opening the port for the SD card underneath. They supply with some small tools. They give you all the bits and pieces. Here are some wiping cloths, and that is what I like. Everything looks professional. Everything works as it should. At least I hope so today. But now let me put on the protectors, which are supplied by QYSea, and the arm, and we're going to actually also put on two paws here that I'm going to show you. Let me put everything together and I'll get back to you. So I arranged everything here. I put the claw on, I have the paws. I actually made some of these like prototypes in the early years when I tested the first ones. I made them of Arduino grabbers, and now QYSea has made their own. I'm very happy to see that, but they kind of used my own solution, and happy to see that my work actually paid off, and they're now producing these and offering them to the customers. And that set is very handy. And what I did, I glued rubber glue on the inside of that. In that way, it will actually stick even better to pieces that you're trying to grab. And I really like that. So overall, it took me about 15 minutes to make it ready. And I think that's pretty cool. And the instructions are very clear. So happy with that. All right, now we're going to go down into the deep for the very first time with this one, and we are going to check out the German World War II submarine history. Yeah, here we are. Former German World War II submarine harbor. Is that exciting or what? Let me put it into context a little bit and show you this image here. Yep, so we are exactly at the spot where the Germans hid away the submarines. And why did I do that? Well, that's because this is a bit away from kind of what the Allied thought would be important. So they put up this little key here, harbor, and said, let's hide the subs right here. And down in here, I have actually found pretty much cool stuff. And who knows? Will Fifish V6 Expert be able today to recover or find something? Well, we don't know before we go down into the deep, so let's do just that. So this is basically the setup, just quickly. You have the remote controller, a pad or a phone to control it. The signal from the controller goes into the tether roll, goes through 200 meters of tether, into the ROV, and then the ROV does exactly what you want it to do, and that is to go down, to explore and find exciting stuff, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So now I'm just going to rig it up, start it up, calibrate it for the first time, and then boom, down into the deep we go. Then you get this screen here, and if everything is okay, you can enter connect, and then boom, there is the image. Is that cool or what? Look at that, guys and girls. This is the very first image from this new Expert. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get down there. Oh wow. Just doing some tests here. Testing the LEDs to see that that works. Stanchion up. You can see the LEDs. Wow, they're actually much brighter than the previous edition. And then let's try the grabber. Oh, it opens and closes so smoothly. Let's turn off the light. There we are. And wow, this looks very promising. And I just can't wait to see. Look at that. It presents the grabber. Is that cool or what? Let me get you down there so you can have a good look at it. going to be very, very exciting. Wow. All right, I'm going to do some screen recording, and we are going to go down together. Just want to check that everything is okay. I'm just going to pull it up as well to see that there are no kind of leaks in the wow, look at that. It moves very smoothly, very, very smoothly. QYSea has worked so much with the software and the stability, and I can't wait to see how that panned out. I'm going to be very honest right off the bat here and say this feels so much more stabilized. It's amazing. You can see in the center. Let me take you through this and let you see what's going on here. Up on the left hand corner upper, you can see 9.70, that's the depth. And then you can see different kind of features on the left, also the depth. This one gives us a ton of possibilities. Vision lock, assisted driving, tons of features which are new, and I can't wait to explore them more. But first I just want to make sure that I can kind of test this out without anything special happening to it, or we're gonna get it excited with it. But nevertheless, so if you go up, you can see recording time next to the connector there. That's how long I've been recording. So we go to the right, there are different kind of menus here that lets me do things, different kind of information things. And then you can go in here and you can change whatever happens. I can change the resolution of the camera. This upper right hand corner says 13 hours and 9 minutes. That's the recording time. So also on the right hand side, you can see I can change between recording for the camera. And let me do something here. I'll just stop the camera and then I'll switch over to photo. And this is how it is to take a photo. So what I can do, I can hit that, boom, we have a photo, then I change over again and we have recordings for video. And remember, I haven't done anything now, and I started off with 0 degrees, about that. So this is the direction we can go in, and it seems like everything is just more stable. I really have to say that it feels like everything is so much more stable. Look at that. Are you kidding me? And I do have to say that I think it looks like the camera as well is sharper, is it? Wow. And what also is very impressive with this thing, it is so smooth. You can see I'm gonna kind of fall down to this thing here. I'm just gonna go a bit backwards, downwards. I saw a little spot here where we might be able to use the light a little bit better. Oh my goodness, it is so much more stable than ever was before. If this is the thing that Expert's gonna do for us, well, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just gonna say, yeah, look at that. Wow, these LEDs are so much brighter than the V6S edition that we have done before or used before. It is absolutely fantastic. So let's go up. I think maybe the tether is pulling us a little bit because there's actually some current here now. But holy pancake. So if you see, when I did this is the direction that we started. So you see down in the right hand corner it says 3 degrees, 5 degrees. This is the compass. This is the compass that tells us in which direction to go. And if I want to turn back, I can just go 180 degrees from where I started, like here. And then of course I can see of the topographic kind of feature here that this is correct. But when you get further down there, like 40, 50, 60 meters, then it's going to be much, much tougher. So this is the way I can find my way back, but I can also look for the tether. So I can do a little spin like this, and I can see there's a tether. So now I know where I came from. So I'm basically just underneath the tether, And you can see on the left hand side of the compass, you can now see the little image of the ROV. So if I tilt down like this, you can see it shows me an image going down, and then it shows me an image of going up. And it's just absolutely remarkable. But one of the first things that I kind of feel here is that it is insanely stable. It is absolutely insanely stable. And that is even better than it used to be. I'm going to go full ahead. And I have a depth hold mode now, so it will just hold me onto one depth. So if I want to go up and down, I just scroll a little wheel. Oh my goodness. This thing is absolutely freaking amazing right now. One thing that is really, really treacherous by this place here is that it has tons of fishing, you know, strings and hooks. Hundreds of them. Look at that. There's a fish. Oh, I love how smooth it has become. Look at that. I can go like this, so smooth. And with the assisted and locking functions that it has now in the app, holy cow, they have been working so much with this. I can really feel it in the way that this thing moves, because this is worth nothing if it isn't stable and if it doesn't kind of do exactly what you want it to do. And so far, holy cow, I am impressed. And I have to be very careful. As I said, sometimes there is so much trash and these strings and fishing lures and all of that. So I have to be very, very careful. But I am blown away by the fact that this thing is so stable right now. Absolutely incredible to see. There's the lawn mover again. I said tons of stuff here. This is not the right position or at this location to be at, because this is not where the Germans put up or trash stuff. Because also one of the main reasons for me doing research and going to this position here is something absolutely amazing. That is that there are some written material about when the Allied came in here, they collected some of the subs in the area at this position, and they actually ordered something very special to happen, and it resulted in stuff going in here. I will not reveal too much of that, but that is the main reason actually for me wanting to be able to do a lot of research down here. And with like how this expert now is handling, I don't know what to say. It's going to improve my chances of success so much. Oh my God, it really is going to help me out to do so much more. Let's see if we can grab an object here. I tried some bottles. So I have attached this special gripper here, which is made by one of our great supporters. And what I want to do now is to see if I can kind of get down to this cup here and see if we will grab it. So we are going down, but it's very, very... Oh, sometimes you just have to be very careful. No, that's a miss. Some of these are actually Kriegsmarine, German Navy cups. I haven't got a clue what this one is. So I'm gonna get it. Wow, look at that. Just grabs it. And then we are going this way here and out here. And you can see how easy that is done. And that is how this machine works. That is spectacular. I'm gonna release it. See that? That is how this incredible machine works. And I have to say, very, very impressed. This is why I think this tool here is so incredible. Look at that thing here. Let me open the grabber. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is really heavy. And it's in ceramics. So we're gonna check that. Some of the items here, as I said, are Kriegsmarine. German World War II Navy was here. The submarines were here. Did we get it? Yes, we did. It's not a Kriegsmarine. or German Navy Cup, but nevertheless, that is absolutely spectacular. And it just proves to you that this thing here can really do magical stuff. To be able to go out, go down into the deep, recover that piece there that could just as well have been a very, very rare cup from a German submarine from the Second World War. And it just shows you that this thing here is really, really doing the job it is intended to do. And I have to say, so far, this thing here seems to be absolutely out of this world, and I'm very, very happy to see how this thing performed today. Everything works. The grabber works, the LED works. Everything is so very nicely put together, and boy, oh boy, we are finding history in a very special way today. Not so much at the German submarine location, but nevertheless, it's amazing for just a little private person, individual like myself, to have the opportunity to work with stuff like that. Absolutely out of this world. Yes, it is absolutely amazing to see what technology has come to, and for us to be able to play around with this incredible ROV. It's such a gift. Thank you, QYSea, for letting us have the opportunity to work with this and do this. And let me show you how quickly history can be involved. This is the plate, the huge plate. I'm so surprised it actually got it up. I had to drag the ROV by the tether to get it up. This is actually how simple history can work. This is a Johnson Brothers produced ceramic plate. They produced things from 1883 to 2015 actually. And this thing here actually comes into play right after the war. This is a mid-40s produced plate, and guess what? After the German submarines were here, the Allies come in, they clean up the area, and then suddenly they are throwing off stuff from the harbor there. So this could very well have been on a Allies warship coming in to clean up after the Germans, and we found it, and we did it with incredible technology. So I'm very, very happy for that. I can't wait to share more with you. This is just a very, very brief introduction so you can get to know the gear a little bit better, of how it works and what it can do for us. And I can promise you, you will be amazed to see what this thing does. And we have already done some absolutely very, very interesting discoveries. So until next time, thank you for being here. Thank you, QYSea, again for letting us have the opportunity to play around with that. We'll see you later. Stay safe and keep smiling.